No. Welcome everyone, one and all, to... Oh shit, there we go! CSL Princeton versus MIT Set 2. I'm doing a replay cast today. My name is Hazely Nutt, and I'll be doing an audio commentary, no video, for the most part, of the set. And I've heard rave reviews about it. It will be a replay cast. We played the game last weekend, during BlizzCon weekend, and Princeton versus MIT, let me tell you something, we have a history like none other, and if you don't know why, here's why. Princeton versus MIT, first ever intercollegiate StarCraft match. It was in Brew War back in those days. It was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, yeah, in my freshman year, and it was the first ever show match. We unfortunately lost 2-3. In future years, I think we've avenged ourselves, but MIT has always been a super strong powerhouse, simply because of all the nerds there. I mean, you have all these Asians and all these really smart mathematical people whose skills translate into the strategic realm of StarCraft. So Princeton also has really good math people, but apparently none of them play StarCraft. But anyway, this should be a really close match because Princeton and MIT both have really high Masters players, and today we're going to see two high Masters go at it. We're going to see a Zerg versus Zerg, and I'm just going to head on over into the game. One second. And I'm so excited. If you saw that video intro, that was done by Josh Watson, who is amazing, one of our graphics artists. He has a real job though, so he can't e-sport full time, but I wish he could. Definitely head over and check him out. I think it's like JW85 on Twitter, but I'll probably get that to you later. And we're actually just going to go ahead and head into this game. I believe it's this one. And here we go. We are going to see Celestis from MIT versus She from Princeton. And She is going to spawn as Purple Zerg at the top right of the map, I believe. This is Icy Cup Test Bug, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, it's dual site. It's dual site. It's not three player map. And we're going to see She spawning as Purple Zerg at the top right position. And Celestis spawning as Red Zerg at the bottom left. Both players are not going for anything too strange right now. No 6 pool, no 7 pool, no 8 pool either. So we're probably going to see, I don't anticipate anyone going for a very early pool, and the reason why I say that is because you can always scout your opponent and then go 14 pool and then you're safe. This is a 2-player map, so if you send out a drone scout, you see your opponent going for a 10 pool, all you have to do is not put down your hatchery. Or you could put down your hatchery if you're very confident in your micro, but either way, you can do either of those things. If you take a look at the production tab, we're seeing just these players are both choosing to drone up. Gas going up for Celestis, so he's going to be going for gas, 14 pool. Probably going to get speedlink slightly faster than She. And She is instead opting for the 15 hatch. It looks like he's only built drones up until this point, and now he's sending out the drone to place the hatchery. Pretty good timing. There it goes. And the reason he can do that is because of metagame. And I hate saying the word metagame sometimes, but in this case I believe it is appropriate. The reason why is because he knows that Celestis will probably not go for any early pool because She can scout it with any luck. So he does go for the 15 hatch. It's relatively safe, I think. Especially against a 14 pool, 14 gas, 14 pool. And now the pool is almost done for Celestis, and Bowen, being She from Princeton, is on its way. It's halfway done. She picking up his extractor as well shortly afterwards. So something interesting to note about She is he is Princeton's ace player. Celestis, on the other hand, he's one of many talented players on the MIT team. He is high masters. I do hear that his playstyle revolves around very strange strategies. His name, I won't give out full names here, but his name is Yang. He used to be an admin for the CSL and was actually involved in the founding of CSL. So that's something we're actually looking at history right now, because both of these players have been with us since season 1 3 years ago. All right. And so both players are getting hatcheries down. Bowen's She's is already done, except there are a couple Zerglings on the way, and they're going to have speed faster, but Bowen is going to be alright. She has 6 Zerglings to fend off these 6 Zerglings. And congratulations to my friend who got Masters. Alright. But she does have enough defense, and he's pumping Zerglings still. Nope, he's going for a drone, so he feels safe enough with 8 Zerglings. His speed is almost done too. Or no, his speed is not done. In fact, I don't think it ever started. He went straight for the Roach Warren instead. That's going to be an interesting timing window, because Celestis isn't going to have roaches. He's going for Banelings instead. Speedlings that can turn into Banelings are quite dangerous against early Roach Warrens, especially if you don't put down a Baneling nest of your own. Usually what Zerg players will do is they'll both go Baneling nest, and then they'll go for the roaches after they feel safe, after that huge Baneling war. But instead, what she has chosen to do is go for a Roach Warren and then a Baneling nest. That's also, it might be safe actually. A lot of Speedlings for Celestis. Let's just take a look at the numbers. We have 22 Zerglings on the way for Celestis, and we only have a couple from Bowen. This is going to be tough. Let's take a look. He's getting surrounded right now. She is going to... Oh my gosh. She has a couple of roaches, so he's going to be okay as long as he micros this properly. That's pretty nice positioning right now. That queen is going to be fine. These roaches are making a little wall. All of those Zerglings die. And unfortunately, Celestis runs in for a Speedling run-by, and he's going to be able to take down a queen at least. Targeting down the queen goes down, but no drones go down. That's pretty good. So overall, the losses weren't that much, but in exchange for 22 Speedlings, I don't know if a queen is enough to justify that Speedling run-by, and now Celestis is losing a misrallied Overlord, it looks like. Celestis, realizing that he has no units right now, is forced to pump Zerglings and build Spine Crawlers, so his economy will be slightly behind She's. If you take a look at the Harvester count, oh, actually Celestis and She are both pretty even in Harvesters, 25 to 24 drones. She almost losing a drone because of that one Zergling. That's great play. Just being able to send one Zergling here, one Zergling there, sniping drones, you really force your opponent to multitask. And here's another little SWAT force of Zerglings. It's gonna take down the queen? No, the Zerglings do not take down the queen. So Bowen, she will be safe for now. We do see Banelings on the way, though, for both players, and this is going to be a really, really exciting moment in the game, just because Banelings versus Banelings, the most intense micro I've ever seen. I think that's something that Blizzard definitely did right. One Baneling exploding on 3 Zerglings, not bad for a trade, but not terribly good at the same time. We are seeing an evolution chamber from She, so he's probably going to go for a +1 timing soon. Probably with roaches. What he's going to do is just sit tight, get +1, and then all of a sudden stop droning and producing only roaches. Right now he's going to be droning before he actually hits that +1 timing. But he can go for a really tough to hold roach push. On the other hand, Celestis seems to be going for a layer. It's a really fast layer. He's probably going to be able to get some roach speed, but he has not. He just put down his evolution chamber, so his missile attacks will be a little later than She's, but his speed might be faster, so this will be really interesting to see how it plays out. If we take a look at the drone count again, Bowen has pulled ahead in the drone count, She being Bowen. And he's actually sitting pretty safe if Celestis doesn't realize this and drone up on his own. Instead, he's making Zerglings. He's going to have to do things with those Zerglings. Attack Bowen, Bowen's drones, do run-bys, do things with those Zerglings that justify those Zerglings not being drones. Celestis is also putting down a Spire. that's going to be also a very interesting timing because Mutalisk will be on their way out, and I'm not sure if she will have a response. He can build spore crawlers, but he doesn't have much. He doesn't have a layer, I want to say. Let's just take a look. No, he does have a layer. He does have a layer. Alright, so he'll be just fine. He'll be able to get Hydras if he wants to. He'll be able to slowly get up to Infestors. Finally, this is a really late Speedling upgrade, but she has chosen to go for a Speedling. And what is this? He has 3 evolution chambers. She has 3 evolution chambers. I don't know what this is, but it might be a sort of a timing, a +1/+1/+1 timing with roaches, and zerglings. That would be interesting to see, but I think he's only upgrading. Wow, he's just upgrading everything now. I'm impressed. Alright, 3rd coming down for Salacious, but it's going to be not denied, but it will be pecked out by this zergling. So she knows about the 3rd. He might take a 3rd of his own. Let's see what he decides to do. Salacious coming in with a little changeling to spot if there's a 3rd out. Gets sniped. There is no 3rd. What's going to happen now is she is going to go for the 3rd. He knows that this is his timing window. 300 minerals were just sunk into a hatchery. He's going to go for it right now. And she going in for the attack, picking off 3 roaches for free, but Mutalisks are on their way, and no, they are now at the scene of the crime, of the battle, and there are too many Mutalisks here. Sometimes you can just A-move with your roaches. If you think, hey, he invested too much gas into Mutalisks. Mutalisks are kind of like, you know, paper airplanes to some extent. Roaches are really sturdy. I can just counterattack. But in this case, Salacious has been able to get so many Mutalisks, and now he's going to deny she's 3rd, and this is looking really dangerous for she, because he doesn't have any anti-air. He's forced to. I don't even think he canceled that. I didn't see the little minerals pop up. And these roaches are forced to just run from Mutalisk. Luckily, he's distracting the Mutalisk from going for the mineral lines, and she has been able to put up spore crawlers. I'm once again looking at these 3 evolution chambers and wondering what happened. Queen goes down for she, and now Mutalisks are going to be able to do whatever they want here. Fortunately for she, there is a spore crawler to just deal with any of this. There are 2 spore crawlers, in fact. Salacious is doing a pretty good job of just picking off everything that he can. He's taking down overlords, he's taking down queens. He's really finding himself in a huge, dominating position. She is notably food blocked, or he was food blocked. Hydrogen also going to go down, and this is huge because he has no anti-air. She is forced to go and counterattack with his roaches, and that will force the Mutalisk back, but now Salacious is going for evolution chambers as well. 1 evolution chamber goes down. Luckily, he has 2 left. And wow, look at this! She has another Hydralisk den. I don't know when that came up, if he built an extra one. Actually, I'm lying. I'm lying to you. After this game, she actually told me what happened, and he built 2 Hydralisk dens for no reason, because he forgot that he built 1. And now he has an extra. And now he's able to take down Salacious' 3rd. Salacious is trying to do as much damage as possible now in the main, because his Mutalisks can't really turn back. But there are Hydralisks out now, and these Beetles are not very strong against Hydralisks. More Hydralisks are out. We have enough on the map to be able to deal with this number of Mutalisks on the map. And she has pulled himself slightly back into the game, and he's behind 20, 30 food, but I think he'll be okay for now. He has Hydralisks, he has roaches, he's taken down the 3rd temporarily, and he isn't in position to get his own, but I really hope that he does go for a 3rd soon, because he needs to stay in this game. He's managed to food block Salacious, which is a really nice touch, using these Hydralisks to snipe all these marauding overlords and overseers. She is going to go for a big push now. I don't know how much I like this. Hydralisks are really slow without creep, and he only has a couple. I don't know if he's aware of how many Mutalisks Salacious has. And this is looking like a really dangerous position for she. He needs to go and grab his own hatchery. This seems like really all in play to me, but maybe not. I mean, he's able to. Alright, engagement coming in, Mutalisk getting shot down, but how many Hydras are out and how many Mutalisks are out? There are too many Mutalisks on the map.